So it looks like Tiffany Henyard is about to lose one of her two positions in Illinois. Now we know she's the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, and the supervisor of Thornton Township. But a couple nights ago, the people booted her out. Let's get into it.
Tonight from suburban Thornton Township, more drama for embattled Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
And WGN's Jenna Barnes is live in Homewood with more details for us right now. Jenna.
Ray and Micah, we were promised a raucous caucus, and indeed, that is what we witnessed. Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, who was appointed to that position tonight, lost her bid for the Democratic Party's nomination in this rarely used political process. It now appears if she wants to run for supervisor again, it will have to be as a write-in candidate. That is the sound of an auditorium full of Tiffany Henyard opponents rejecting her nomination for Thornton Township Supervisor in the party's first township caucus in decades.
Is that an auditorium or gymnasium?
As she protested the process, arguing her supporters were still waiting to be let inside.
Guys, have a good night, eat the food, and be merry. This meeting is adjourned.
The meeting lasted only moments, but it was strategized beforehand. State Senator Napoleon Harris is the Democratic committeeman for Thornton Township. He alone decides whether to hold a primary election or a caucus. Amid the turmoil tied to embattled Supervisor Henyard, Harris chose a caucus and won the nomination.
Democratic nominee for supervisor is Napoleon Harris.
Henyard walked out of the meeting and into a waiting SUV without speaking to us, but here's what she said before the caucus began.
They can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
What do you do tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination?
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight. You will see. My people are here. They're not going to go nowhere. The show will go on.
Her allies now figuring out their next steps.
This is the biggest. This is the biggest. This is a fraud.
To fight the result.
My question is, how can a person justify still being an ally with everything that's been accused, everything that's been pretty much proven, investigated? I know nothing has went to court, so, court of public opinion, yeah, get all that. But I'm not sure how a person can be an ally with everything that is going on with her. Lori Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, she did an investigation on Tiffany Henyard, and this is all, public record. Said that the township had a surplus of like over $5 million when Tiffany Henyard got into the office, and now since she's been in there, it's like $3 million in deficit. But nobody sees, well, your allies see nothing wrong with that. They've shown where she's had meetings where she wouldn't allow certain people in meetings. She has blocked people from going to work at City Hall or the township because they didn't like approve of things she was doing. What did she do? I think she took away somebody's like license to do business. I think she like blocked a liquor license, like all because they didn't vote for her, wasn't her supporter, didn't give her cash or what have you. She's taking trips on the city and the township's money on credit cards that was unauthorized, trips all over the country. She's involved in some kind of like in a scandal with like assault where one guy who's, I think from Chicago may have assaulted a young lady that was working for Tiffany Henyard. Matter of fact, shoot, let me stop guessing. Hold on just a minute. Let me go to this article. Now, here's an interesting thing. I saw this article. It's written a couple of months ago. It says America's worst mayor, Tiffany Henyard, says she will arrest political opponents, which is funny because now I think it's between Tiffany Henyard and Brandon Johnson as the worst. I think Wall Street Journal called Brandon Johnson the worst mayor in America, and Tiffany Henyard, this is like 1A, 1B. But looking at this article, she did a 90-minute long video where she said she's going to have her enemies arrested. She said, I will be seeking arrest for individuals involved. She announced I will be pressing charges. It's a lot, and that's just me telling a little bit because all this pointing the finger at Tiffany or lying on me. I'm over it. Now it's time for me to speak. As I say, truth speaks. We ain't seen a lawsuit yet. She's all, she's explaining about her side. She says she's won with like a landslide of 80% of the vote, but when you don't have anyone running against you, and then you in the DEI, black girl magic, George Floyd, when you in that era, it kind of helps you out. Even if you have no experience or shouldn't have it, or what I'm saying, wouldn't even be considered for that job. What did it say? It says former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot was hired to run an audit of Henyard's finances. The audit revealed that under Henyard's leadership, the village's credit card paid for 9 domestic trips, $43,000 on Amazon in one day. What the hell can you buy? Anyway, $8,000 of purchases at Wayfair and $2,000 at Best Buy. Who still goes? I went to Best Buy the other day looking for a plug. But other than that, that's just because I passed by it. But learn some information about this Black Friday sales and stuff like that when it comes to TVs. But anyway, look at yourself. The former Chicago mayor found Dolton's general fund balance at a $3.65 million deficit when Henry took office in April 2022. The town had a surplus of $5.6 million. They said federal agents are investigating Dolton Village Hall. Henry has been forbidden from making appointments to village posts, and she's still trying to appoint police chiefs and all that kind of stuff, and they're just getting shot down. Obviously, she don't know a whole lot about politics, because the more things come out, you see, she try to do something, people shoot it down, try to do something to feds, the state. Everybody's like, you can't do this, that, and the third. So people have meetings. She said it's not right. She said it's illegal. They say, yes, it is legal. So obviously, like I say, she don't know too much about politics. She just got the position and just ran with the money. It said Henyard's landlord, Janetta Hull, told Fox 32 Chicago that the mayor and her boyfriend haven't paid their rent since August. So that was written, like I said, a couple of months ago. But you see this brother here, this Napoleon, what's his name? Whatever his name is. Napoleon Harris. I'm sorry. Good Lord. Got that quick. Brain fart. Let me let the video play out and then I'll finish up.
This is criminal. I would easily say
But again,
hundreds of
how are
people.
you like an ally when all this is going down? But anyway, let's go ahead.
Result.
This is criminal. I would easily say hundreds of people that were not allowed in to be a part of the process.
Now, what one lady said is the reason why they wasn't allowed in is because they came to the meeting late. And that's like anything else. If you got meetings, doctor's appointments at the start of a certain time, well, let's say like you got like a meeting and you're going to hold like 300 people. Well, hell, if it's 300 people there and you come and it started at 7 and you come at 8 o'clock, just speculating. And 300 people already and it's full. Now they're not going to let you in. You came too late. You should have been, if you thought that they was going to railroad you out of your position, you should have been there at 5 o'clock out the door, waiting with all your people, with hot cocoa and newspapers to read, waiting for them to open them doors. So that shows you right there, she just ain't too bright.
And we did hear quite a few complaints tonight that Henyard opponents were allowed inside before her supporters. We know there was an event going on before the caucus began. Napoleon Harris's attorney told me that was a Democratic Party fundraiser, although Harris himself said it was not a fundraiser. So that's something that will certainly be examined in the coming days. I am told, though, that those people who were let in had their IDs checked to make sure that they were registered Democratic voters who live in Thornton Township. We're live in Homewood tonight. Jenna Barnes.
So, interesting thing, business information. One, Thornton Township, the supervisor job, right, position. Tiffany Henyard was making, what, $224,000 annually. So she's making a bag. Say she was making about $300,000 with both positions of being the mayor and the supervisor. Say the president of the United States is making $400,000. Somebody put that in the article, but it's really not the same because by the time the president gets out of office and move on, that son gun will be done made millions, will make millions. Just look at all your presidents in the past. I think Barack Obama and them is worth like $80 million. And Bill and Hillary Clinton is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So that little salary, I mean, Donald Trump was like, when he was in, I think he was making like $200,000-300,000. He was like, donate my charity, my salary to charity. I don't need it. But here they're making money outside of the presidency. That's more. So that's more of them jobs where politics is one of those jobs where you can get in and the money may not add up, but the money you can make on the outside just by your name alone is the opportunities are endless. Let's say that. So I see why people do get in politics just for that, whether they care about the citizens or not. But you can make a serious amount of bread. So this thing with Tiffany Henyard, she probably ain't gonna make no money outside of being the supervisor and the mayor. But anyway, so what she did, and it only got like 20,000 residents inside Thornton. But what she did somehow this year, she made it to where that anybody who, like right now, she makes, like I say, $224,000 a year. But anybody who runs upcoming and becomes a supervisor, they can only make what, 20 or $24,000 a year. So it was a way to discourage. Like I say, she played the game just like everybody else played the game, but she get mad when what they say, it ain't no fun when a rabbit has a gun. So she reduced it to like 10% of what she's making now. So it kind of discourages the average citizen who's probably making that same amount of money, on average, doing a regular job and don't have all the stresses and stuff of trying to, run a city, run a budget, make people happy, going through all those stresses. Because positions of power are stressful at times, a lot of times, to where of authority are really stressful, which means so a lot of people, that's why a lot of people don't like doing it, because they say the money ain't worth it. 224,000 is probably worth it. But anyway, so she cut the salary down for the next elected official to $24,000. Well, anybody who becomes the supervisor after her, they only make like $24,000. So, like I say, it's something to discourage the average person to do it. But you got a guy, Napoleon Harris, you mess around and ran into the wrong dude, because he's a former NFL player. He has businesses. I look it up. They say this guy is worth anywhere from $3 to $5 million. That's his net worth. So he's the type of dude that could really benefit financially from this position, because one, he's already known in the town, in the city, in the state. He played football. He has businesses. He's supposedly, from what I'm looking at, he's reputable. So he get this position. Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing but come up, which is something Tiffany Henyard could have done if she would have done better by the people and done better by the money, or with the money. But she chose to not do it. She chose to, use it for trips, use thousands of dollars to get her hair done, supposedly threaten, political opponents, somebody's house got shot up and they think she did it, but there's no factual evidence on that right now at this point. But she did the people wrong. She did wrong by the position. But if this guy gets in, like I say, he worth up to $5 million, that little $20,000 don't mean nothing to him. He can do the job. And like I said, he'll probably have a lot of supporters while he's there. He's a senator. He's a damn state senator. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, she just ran to the wrong dude. State senator who knows politics and who was probably given, giving ideas on what to do and how to hold this meeting, how to get Tiffany Henyard off the ballot, and how he can put his own name on there. It's as simple as that. I mean, I can't say I feel sorry for her, because she created this. What they say, you made your bed, now lay in it. She created this situation for herself. And so whether you got these supporters, they're almost like Democratic shields, will make you think. Because like I said, how you gonna support somebody who has done nothing but bad for the city and the township, except build a skating ring and pass out turkeys? But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. Hey, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you would like to support financially, you can give super thanks, super chats, super stickers, or you can go to the description box. There are links there you can click on to help support us there. Don't forget to go to marlonmorale.com where you get 10% off your first purchase of all our luxury items. I promise you will not be disappointed. If you want to take advantage of our beard kit sale right now, we got a miniature sandalwood beard kit that includes beard oil, beard balm, and beard wash. Sandalwood is clinically proven to help stimulate hair follicle growth. So if you're trying to grow that beard to its full potential, why not use the best product on the market? With that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll